What is up, everybody? So right now this is very different. So I'm shooting, not using the Fujifilm. Can you guess what I'm using? Whoa, did you hear that? Hope you didn't hear that pop. Guess what I am using right now? It's not 10-bit, I believe it's 8-bit. The Ace Pro 2. I am using the Ace Pro 2 right now, and the reason why I'm using it is because I just wanted to try a different camera, try to see what it's gonna look like under these lighting conditions, because I have a lot of blue and 8-bit, how it kind of beat the lens, everything. I'm really putting this thing to the test. Ooh, yeah, see that blue around this area? See that? That's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. Just really testing out this camera, just to see how it is with a lower light. I know I can go into AI assist, so let me try that out real quick. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I like this or not. We'll run with it. Whatever. It doesn't need to be perfect, but kind of wanna. Pretty sure I cleaned the lens, which I should have. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, let's see. Maybe that's a little better, actually. Man, I'm such an amateur. But anyways, going over a few things real quick today. And one of the things is for the last 2 episodes or 2 videos that I've uploaded, I have had issues with connecting my MPC. Well, I'm not having an issue connecting it to my Rodecaster. I'm having an issue making the sound come out from this to the laptop, even though I'm using dual stereo out. I don't know why it's not working. I can play stuff from my laptop and get it to work, but I just cannot make the Rodecaster shit out the sound from my MPC, which is super annoying. But the good old Tascam coming to the rescue, like always. Old faithful right here. Of course, if I use the Tascam, like game over, it's gonna work. I never have issues with anything that comes. That whenever I pull out the Tascam, it's just gonna work. So, yeah. That's why I pulled it out today, because I already know there's a dedicated port. The Portacapture X8 specifically has a camera in and out, specifically going 2 cameras, which I like because the preamp, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It just monitors in a way where I'm not worried about blowing out the preamp in my camera setting. I just like this wide view. So besides that, got running the Ace Pro 2, have the little flippy screen thing facing at me, with the 3.5 millimeter jack going into it, with the little attachment that the Ace Pro 2 doesn't come with. I had to buy it, and it was super cheap, like 15-20 bucks. It has a little auxiliary port, plugged it in there, and then I plugged the wire into there, and have a little light in the back, the little circle light thing. So I don't know, just I've been working on my lighting too a lot, so I think that slowly it's all coming together. I'm starting to know the systems in place when it comes to this videography stuff and recording content. Lighting's pretty damn important. And besides that, yeah, I was gonna go over a few things too. I'm gonna go over some things in regards to the MPC versus a DAW. And the DAW that I'm specifically talking about is Logic Pro. Now, I love Logic. I've been using it for years. I'm a huge proponent of using Logic. But as time goes on, our tastes change. What inspires us changes as well. And I feel about, like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I felt like I needed to change something up. I didn't know exactly what it was. I just knew I needed to change something up. Lo and behold, got the MPC Live 2. And nope, it's not a 3, I know. But I really don't feel like I even need a 3 yet. And I like the 2 because it's like the happy medium. It's like an E39 M5, which I owned in the past. And it's not the best, it's not the worst. It was like the sweet spot. And I feel like this is going to be the sweet spot for me for a good while. And if I do get another MPC, it's going to be the XL, the newest XL at the time that I do decide to buy one. But I have other priorities and other bad decisions that I can make with my money. And one of those being the 1:400 XF Fujifilm lens, or XF 1:400 lens, which I'm kind of butthurt because on Facebook Marketplace it was only $700, and I was like, damn, I should jump on this, but I didn't, because I feel like I'm gonna wait till the spring when I get that. I just don't shoot surfers enough right now, so the colors, the skies are gray right now. It's not gonna complement what I'm trying to do. I came from Portland. I learned the gray sky stuff, and I just feel like what I want the lens for is not going to benefit me when if I were to get it today. I'd rather wait till spring and then get my tripod. Not storing your, I think storing your tripods correctly is underrated, and probably camera gear as well. But this tripod right, well, this is a small tripod, but this really was the regular base for the legs. Now you would slide this in and then there would be 3 long legs. It's the ProMaster Chronicle, right? And I bought this specifically because I can attach a cell phone to it, and it's just sturdy. These things are just a little bit larger than the average tripod. And when I went to Alaska about a year and a half ago, I parked my Chevy Tracker by my headquarters of the recruiting station that I was working at, and somebody stole my two ProMaster tripods. And if you know how much these things are, they were like $300, $350, plus the other one was like $250, so like $600 worth of tripods just gone. But those idiots need this part to put in so they can actually have a tripod, so they just took it. But they don't have the most important, well, they don't have the most important part. So that's what I need to buy next, because right now another reason why I'm using the Ace Pro 2 is because the tripod and the angle that I wanted. I have the Insta tripod for my Ace Pro 2, and I was like, let me just use it because I want to test the height and the width, because this lens right here on my Fuji is a 8-16, which is super wide, like the one that you're seeing me use right now. Okay, now let's actually start talking about the reason why I wanted to make this video. Okay, underrated reasons why the MPC is better than a DAW, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people can say there's a lot of common reasons, but these are the reasons why. These are the reasons why it's really better, and you don't really think about them until you're in that creative mode and you're just hooking and jabbing, doing the Lord's work and creating. So reason number 1, when you use an MPC, your brain is compartmentalized with 100% in the beat making process. And then when you're done, right, you take your little SD card out and you put it in your laptop, and now you start focusing on, like, of course, the arrangement, right? You get the arrangement right real quick, but all you're really doing is just dragging stuff, loops. And then you can start getting to your vocals with a more completed track. I would say it's probably about 90%. At least for me, it's about 90 to 95% complete when I extract it out of my MPC and throw it into Logic. So that right there alone allows me to just, for one, if you're using effects on your vocals, you can hear those effects and there's no lag, of course, right? If I have a MacBook Pro, so I'm not going to have that issue. It's one of the newer ones because my other one died. It was a 2018 and it was still doing good. It just, like, 60-year-old marathon runner, just boom, just died. Like, that's what it kind of felt like, because it worked really good up until the point where it didn't. So yeah, like when you're using vocals and you have your effects, you can record your vocals with effects without it using too much RAM. And if your computer's not strong enough to use that RAM, or if your computer's not strong enough to use the effects while you're recording so you can hear how they sound when you're recording your vocals live, it can delay. Like, sometimes there'll be a delay. So not having your beat all crazy with all kinds of plugins and stuff, and just having your beat doing a lot and taking a toll on the laptop, like, it just feels good just being able to arrange like 5 or 6 stems, right? And then just going in there and just starting your vocals. So your brain can be 100% focused on the vocals and not like in the middle. I remember a while back when I was recording my vocals, I was making a beat, and then as the beat was getting created, I was also trying to record vocals, because I'm like, oh man, these lyrics are gonna go good, or I feel like for this beat that I'm making, these lyrics need to go with this beat. And it just took a lot longer for me to produce my actual track. Like, when I say produce it, like complete it. So yeah, that's one of the underrated reasons. Just it separates your brain. It just allows you to make a beat when it's time to make a beat, and then when it's time to record vocals, you record vocals. And that's all I have to say about that. Reason number 2. Now, ever since I got the MPC, I started learning what and I probably should have learned this like a long time ago, but it was messing with the cabling, like cabling and getting sound to go where you want it to go. It does force you to just learn that a little more. And because of that, I did get better at basic cabling. But yeah, I just think that it introduces you to cabling. And when you do, now I want to get a TR8S. Like that's the other reason why I don't want to get that lens, because I have so many things I want, but I'm not going to get yet. Definitely the TR8S though. I'm going to have one of those in the near future. And I'll go over why I'm gonna do that later, but yeah, I want to connect my TR8, my future TR8S to my MPC Live 2, and then possibly sell the Rodecaster and get the Rodecaster, the bigger one, and use that one so I can have more inputs. Because I do like the Rodecasters. I'm having this one issue because I suck at cabling, and I'm getting better at cabling by doing this stuff. So that's another underrated reason, because you do have to get better at cabling, and you do have to think about how you're going to get that sound to transfer to where you want it to go. Now, number 3 is kind of cool. Actually, it's the coolest one. You can make a beat while you're watching TV. That is a very underrated, that's a very underrated thing right there. So if you are with family, or if you're by yourself, or if there's something that you want to watch, like if you want to watch like UFC or something, there's me. Like I'm watching a fight and I'm just like listening to my beat, making a beat. So I am killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm watching the fight that I want to watch, and I'm making a beat that I want to make. Or sometimes you don't have the brain juice to make a beat, so I just start finding the sounds that I want. So it sounds, you know what it sounds like when you're producing a beat. It just dot 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 click click clack click, or all kinds of weird synths. Like I'm just doing that while finding all the right sounds, so tomorrow I can be like, I'll have all the sounds. I don't have to find anything. I already know what I want to do. I have a game plan for tomorrow, but at least I can use this, what little brain juice I do have, I can use it for finding the sounds that I want, so I can get a beat going tomorrow. Like that's a very underrated capability that the MPC Live 2 or the MPC Lives give you, is the ability to find sounds on the go, on the couch, and yeah, just start producing. Number 4, portability. It was on my last one, but I still have to say that again, because we can say it's underrated, but man, it is so underrated. I don't understand how. Like, I understand because I've been there. I couldn't afford an MPC a long time for the longest time. But they're getting a lot cheaper. Like the MPC Live ones are getting way cheaper. Like instead of buying some Starbucks for about a month, save your money and get a used MPC. Like the portability factor is so fun. I'm about to go make a beat in Ewa Beach, right down the street, and I'm gonna take my MPC. I've just found out that I can park my Jeep right by the water, so I'm gonna do that. Make a little series. I'm gonna be picking up trash, recording the trash that I pick up, making sounds out of it, and then I'm gonna sample them and then make a beat using Ewa Beach trash. The beat ain't gonna be trash though, I bet you. Okay, and the last one. So one thing that I realized after making beats with the MPC is when you learn something on the MPC, you get more gratification from like soccer. Like it takes so long to make a goal, but when you do, like everybody's hype, right? Because it took so long. And then once it finally happens, everybody's like super hyped. Maybe not to that extent. Sometimes it could be, but when you're producing on an MPC, it's the same thing. Like the gratification is crazy because it's either like a beat pattern that you're learning, or it's how to a very specific way. Like the battle that I've been facing is, how do I make a riser rise and stop at the moment that I want it to stop while muting an instrument or adding an instrument, right? So like, how do I make that happen on an MPC? And it goes into the performance aspect of it. A lot of it is performance based. That is very hard to do, and I still haven't figured it out. I'm getting closer, but I haven't figured it out. I figured out how to do snare rolls that are going from quieter to louder, but I have not figured out how to do riser, like riser synth or something, or a pad to build up and then stop whenever I wanted to, or just stop completely, or just generate my own riser how I want it to be made. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Now, when you learn something on Logic Pro, you'll find out that you can do something, and then at the end of the day, it's still like a mouse click. Like, I learned this, it's great, but it's still just a mouse click. and that's not cool, or it's not as cool. Now, those are the 5 things. Let's get to this. Let me see. Can I hear anything? What do you do? Oh, I think I know why. No, that's not why. Oh man, I spilled the beans. Jeez, actually, I can. So, all right. Now that I figured this little piece out, let's get to it. I've been making this beat, and this is the one that I've been struggling to give the audio to my camera. So I pulled out the Tascam, the Portacapture X8 to make it happen. But now we shall perform. Excuse my mess ups. I haven't, though I practiced performing this, I'm not that good at it, but I'm telling you now, it's gonna be epic. Let's go. That was horrible. Like I said, my camera died, and luckily freaking Insta gives you 2 batteries when you buy the Ace Pro 2. So now I have 2 batteries at 50% capacity, which equals a whole. We still in the business. Let's go. Let's go. We're in it now. Turn my shit up real quick. We are cooking. Now I'm gonna go over to the drum kit. Watch. Nothing. Because I muted him before I start playing them. So now I'm muting some. Not doing that. Most of my percussions are there now. Except that one. Now I have a hi-hat that I can use right now. This one. Let's roll with it. Breathe for a second, and then you're gonna flip out when you see this. Just kidding. All right. Let's build this up a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta vibe, you know? Just let it go. And then get a little bit of... let's go. We're going places. Okay. Notice there's two different kick patterns because this is supposed to be the beginning of the song, but I played it in the second half. Let's go somewhere. Brain is on fire right now. The shaker's always add a little more looseness and ruggedness, tribal. I need to add a cymbal because I like doing that. Ooh, that wasn't a cymbal though. Symbol. Anyways, that's the vibe. You know the vibes. I crack myself up sometimes. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for just chilling with me. The song's about to be done. I was practicing my vocals last night, and it's coming out pretty good. So you guys got the sneak peek.